this is going to be a video review of the upgraded Trekpow G22. It is a 1500 amp, so let's get this right. Peak current output, so it's starting current 1000, but it's peak 1500. Capacity 44 watt hours, 12 watt connection. All right, so the idea behind this is, let's get this out of the box. This is the official unboxing. Pretty nice case, I'm surprised, but it's nice. I don't know what's in here. Well, I do know what's in here. Let's find the zipper. You always got to yank that zipper. Oh, the zipper's open. And so what do we have here? We have some instructions. We've got a nice instruction manual. It's nice to see instruction manuals nowadays because everybody wants you to look online. They don't want to give you a manual. We have the cables here on the left side. And so it looks like we have this will plug into the unit so that you can get 12 volts out. So you can use it for a compressor, an air compressor. I don't know how long, I know it talked about the amp hours, but this is supposed to be so you can plug in some 12 volt devices. I'll read the description in a minute. I believe these are 2 amp cables. This can't be a 2 amp cable. I mean, hold on. Looking at the description now, you can use this 1500 amp peak on a 8-liter gas or a 6.5-liter diesel. What else is there? For 12-volt cars, trucks, SUVs, boats. Short circuit protection, overcharge protection, over discharge protection, reverse connection protection, very important. Reverse charge protection, very important. Overcurrent protection, overheat protection, reverse polarity protection in case you put the cables on the wrong way. Integrated battery voltmeter, cable length 22 centimeters, and cable thickness 8 millimeters. I thought it was a 2 amp. I mean a 2 gauge wire, but there's no way that's 2 gauge. So it says USB ×2. It's got a Type C ×1. We'll check that out in a minute. 3 times faster recharging. What else do we have here? Supports devices. Remember I talked about the 12 volt thing over here. So it supports 16.8 volt, 10 amp output, DC output. What is that? Should be able to run car vacuum cleaner, car air purifier, car fridge, GPS. So these are definitely heavy-duty cable connectors. I think you're not going to need it. You're definitely not going to need it. But I think they really cheaped out on the little wire. This is really chintzy. It's going to do what you need it to do. Now, this is the heavy-duty stuff. So let's read. Compact yet powerful, 1.5 pound portable battery starter. Now the reason to buy this is it's the whole new technology they've come out with. I was going to go out and buy a battery charger, the big king-size battery chargers that have massive, well, they really have an UPS battery in them, and you pay like $100 and some for something with an UPS battery, and that's what the auto club carries when they got to jump your car. And this is the new technology that they're using now. They're using lithium-ion batteries, I believe, and it's a quick charge. It charges up a bunch of capacitors in here, if I've got that the right way, and then it jumps the car. So I think this is the charging, the on button, shows full charge. I gotta be careful, don't want to hurt myself. Will that shut off? Let me press it down and see if it turns off. Doesn't turn off. We've got the jack over there for the 12 volts. We've got the USB input to charge. Does this open up? Does anything? You got a light over here. You can't see that. Flashing light, solid light. How do you turn this off? Let me press it and hold it down for a second. Turns it off. Okay, we got this button over here that seems to do all that stuff. And now, what else does it say? Lifesaver, ultra bright, ultra bright LED, 3 light modes, flashlight, strobe light, SOS light, Type-C charging cable, car cigarette lighter, adapter, doubles as a power bank, the quick charge 3.0 USB port, fast charges smartphones from 0 to 80 in 35 minutes. Usually people say 0 to 45 minutes. You can fully charge your Nintendo Switch, your phone, fast charge. Okay, so why did I buy this? I bought it for the review. Honestly, I buy things for to help people out. So if you like my videos, please do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, do a comment. If you want to help me out, since this came out of my pocket, if you want to donate to my PayPal, that would be cool. I have a 1990 Mustang that I'm probably going to be selling very soon, and I'm going to go over to the car in a little bit, and we're going to check it out. But what happened is I haven't really driven it much the last year, and after going through a lot of battery burnouts, I got a really good battery. It's very picky on the battery. Got a good battery, and I put in a battery maintainer, and it did really good for the summer. I would start it up about maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe every month, and the summer was lots of sun, so everything was doing good. I went to start it last week, and it wouldn't even turn over. Would not turn over at all. Like, boop, and that was it. So, and I might have to pull the battery and go and replace it before I sell the thing off. But I wanted to start it up. As long as I can get it started up, it's going to hold a charge and I'll be able to sell. But the whole thing is that it connected an infinity battery, I connected battery cables to an infinity and ran that car. Well, you know, I was by myself, so I put a brick on the gas pedal and try to get a jump on the car, and it just wouldn't turn over. Now, there might be something more wrong with the car than just the battery, but the battery's definitely dead, and it's been starting up without a problem for the last year, and there is gas in the car. So the thing was, I needed to either pull the battery out or maybe buy something like this. I was going to buy the big, I think it's 600 amp peak or something, the blue thing that you can find online that everybody, like I said, the tow truck drivers, they all use that. And I thought, let me go buy this thing. A lot of people say they're really happy with it. You charge it up with your USB cable, and you can keep this in the car, which is the nice advantage. That other thing, that's like, it's pretty heavy. I think it's 15 pounds or so. And not so easy to carry it in a car, but you can carry this in a car, and if the thing dies, good. You can jump it. Now, some other comments. This is not really a big wide area, a big gap-osis between these two cables, and people are saying that for a Prius, you're not going to be able to put this on the two things under the hood to jump it. I don't know. Supposedly, the company is not going to make another cable like that with a wider gap. So if you run into something like that, I think you could just plug this into the unit, and you'd have to be really careful. But what I would do is, if you have battery cables, connect your battery cables to the part under the hood, and then carefully make sure these don't short out, or you're going to have a big problem. Connect this onto the other end of the cables, and hopefully you can get a jump start that way. So I'm going to go head over to the Mustang now. And I haven't even charged this up. This just arrived. And I'm going to connect it to the car, and we're going to see if it jumps it. And if it jumps it once, I'm happy. I'll keep it. If it doesn't, then it goes back. Hopefully I won't have a problem with return. I shouldn't, but let's see. One thing I want to look at before I finish, I like to eligible return January 31st. So I've got a month. I've got more than a month on the return, but if it works, then yeah, I'll definitely keep it and support the company and post the video so you can see what it does, how it works. So be back in a little bit. We'll connect it to the Stang, which I did say before. I'm not gonna go turning the key so you can hear it go or not do what it needs to do. I have to pick the Infinity up, and then after that, I'm going to go connect this to the stang, and we'll see if it starts up. That's the whole point of the video, isn't it? Thanks for watching, people. I'll be back soon. Some stuff that I left off, as I showed you, that's the power button, that's the capacity lights over there. We saw them come on. Let's see. We've got the LED light. We've got an output 1. Okay, so this is output 1. Output 1 over here, that is 5, that's a 5 volt 3 amp. And then this output 2 is less amperage, only 2.1. So this is the quick charge with the blue. This is the regular charge. Number 3, that's the jumping port over there, engine start. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. And that is where we're gonna be plugging this thing into. And I want to make sure I give you everything else that I can. We see the LED flashlight over there. Number 7, I showed you the USB port, the Type-C port. Number 8, that's the output. That's going to be going to the 12 volt thing. We have the jumper cables, which I showed you. And the LED display, where is the LED display? Is 10. There's going to be an LED display on this thing over here. What you're going to do is press the power button, make sure that you've got at least 50% charge. One light flashing is 0%, a little more than 0. One solid is 25%, 2 solid lights 50%, 3 solid 75%, and 4 solid 100%. Just arrived, it's already charged at 100%. If it's less than 50%, it may not be able to start your engine. So what you will do is, remember I showed you that little port over there. You will plug this into that port, and then you will get, let me show you the manual, you get a little thing that looks like this, a little display with a square. Then you'll connect your red clamp to the positive, the black to the negative of the battery. Start your engine. Start your engine. The cable's LED should show the current voltage of the jump starter battery. I'm confused. The jump starter will stop power output after 20 seconds. After successfully jumping, unplug the jumper cables within 30 seconds. All right, that's kind of okay. So let me correct that again. You press the button to start it up, and then you plug in the cables. I would plug in the cables and then press the button, but they say press the button to start it up, plug in the cable into the unit over here, connect it to your cable, to your batteries, start your engine. The cable's LED display should show the current voltage of the jump starter battery. After starting the car, unplug the jumper cables within 30 seconds. So that is the whole catch. You definitely want to follow the instructions then. This unit is reading what's going on here with the battery. So after jumping the car, unplug the cables, and I guess that will shut this off, I don't know. After every successful jump, the starter will reset automatically. If it fails to jumpstart your car, remove and reconnect the cable clamps within 2 minutes. After the LED display shows the voltage, start the car engine. Do not jump start the car engine more than 3 times continuously, as it may overheat or damage the product. Promptly remove clamps from the car battery and put it away. So let me go over that one more time just so that we are all clear. We are going to turn the unit on over here. Turn it on and make sure it's charged over 50%, so that's going to be at least 2 lights. We're going to plug this jumper, plug in the jumper cables to this unit. The LED display will show that little square box that I showed you. Connect the red clamp to the positive and the black to the negative of your battery and start your engine. The cable's LED display should show the current voltage of the jumper starter battery. After starting within 30 seconds, unplug the jumper cables. After successful jumping, unplug the jumper cables. So it doesn't say if you disconnect the jumper cables or if you unplug it, but I'd say after, do not jump the car with more than three. Okay, so, yeah, and then, okay, so you unplug, that's what's going on. I've got it now. You turn this thing on. You plug this into here. You connect this to your battery. You start the car up. After you get the car started, within 30 seconds, you go and pull this out of the unit. And then you disconnect this from the battery. And I think the reason they're doing that is because if this remains plugged into here and you disconnect these cables, you could touch them together, you could short them out and blow this thing. So that's what we're going to do right now. It has some other stuff where in the manual it talks about if it beeps, if it's connected the wrong way, or if the clamps are connected together, if the clamps are not connected, if it's reversed, if you're just reading the voltage of the battery, and that would be like this. So if you just connected this unit onto the battery, it would tell you what the voltage of the battery is. So you're able to find out what your voltage of the battery is just by connecting this, and then go follow the procedure, disconnect it from the battery, turn this thing on, plug the cable in, put it on your batteries, and then go start that car, pull the cable out of this unit, and then disconnect these from the battery. Let's go check it out now, see how it works. And one last thing, it's hiding underneath here somewhere. We have the charging cable. Very flexible USB, standard USB to standard USB-C to charge this thing up, along with the cigarette lighter thing. And so it's a nice case. It's definitely a nice case. It stores everything the right way. And let me put my manual in there in case I need it. Zip up the zipper. And let's head on over to take care of the car. All right, I'm going to try to start the car up now. I don't know if it's charged up from the overnight battery eliminator, and we'll go from there. Okay, I put the key in the ignition and it did not even crank. So definitely below the 9 volts, I think. What I want to do first is I'm going to put this on and see if I can get a voltage reading. So I've got zero, I don't have a reading on the display at all. I'm not sure I'm supposed to get one. What you're supposed to do now is take the unit, turn it on, plug in the connector, and then attach to the battery and start it up. So I'm going to try that now, and we're going to see if this thing works. Again, I just got this today. It has not been charged up, but it shows 100% charge. Disconnect. Not sure if you can see this on the video. Let's see, what are you able to see? You're able to see the battery. Open the compartment. That's where we're going to plug this thing in. And we'll press the button to turn it on. All 4 lights are on. I'm assuming this only plugs in one direction. Yes. Only one direction. Attach this onto here, attach this onto here, and this thing should start up right now. We'll see. Okay, so that's totally dead. I'm going to press this button one more time. I'll turn it on. We've got 4 lights on. And so it is 100% charged. I'm going to keep this thing on here for about a minute or two. See what it does. Well, I think this thing said 30 seconds, so I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. I see something on the display. I just try to click. So the display is kind of hard to see, but now I've got a thing that shows that it's not connected. So let's do this one more time. All 4. Let's try one more start. So far it's totally dead. We disconnect this, turn this off, we disconnect this. Okay, so far I have, this battery is a new battery, and there's no way that this thing is totally dead. So I'm going to shut this off. Does not want to turn off. I was just down at Costco. They have one for sale for about 20 bucks less, but I'm not happy right now. Let's disconnect this. Now, maybe this does need to be charged up, but it is showing 4 lights, so something's not right here. I don't know why this doesn't want to shut off. Turn it on. Let's get rid of that flashlight. Wow. I guess it does work. Woo! That alarm, that thing was blasting. This thing threw some serious voltage into there because that alarm was just going crazy, and the car started right up. Does it work? You just saw it. I was getting ready to return this thing, but I'm happy it worked. If you like my videos, do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. Please donate to my PayPal channel to help me pay for this thing that I just bought so that we can test it out together. And the car is running, hasn't started up in about 2 months. So the thing does work. Trekpow 1500 amp jump starter.